So, you've been tracking all week. This is awesome. Now, what do you do? Okay. So, I would set aside 5 minutes. You really don't need 5 minutes, but I would set aside 5 minutes and pick a day every Sunday. It's so much easier if you schedule it, which is actually on the review sheet. So, here's how to do a quick 5 minute habit review every your day of choice. Let's just pretend it's Sunday. All right. Number one, what did I accomplish this week? Jot that down. Number two, what did not go as planned? And why is really important. So I've been using, I've got some tutorials I've recorded over in That Digital Life. We have the Vault, and in the Vault it's a whole template library, and there's a section on habit tracking, and I've got some recorded tutorials in there. So I talk about an example where you set yourself a habit of drinking 8 cups of water a day, and it's a very common habit because we all need to drink more water, right? It's actually a thing. But what I find, and what I've found over the years working with different people, even around this, is that I know I have another life. Like, I've lived another life before doing this, what I'm doing now. Um, 8 glasses of water when you're first drinking water, or wanting to eat, if you have the occasional glass of water on occasional days, if that's sort of where you're at, 8 glasses of water is a lot. It's a lot to move to that step, right? And so innocently, we'll set 8 cups of water as a goal, and then we don't hit it. So, do we get the tick on the Monday that we drank 8 glasses of water? Maybe yes, maybe no. And so, what's great about the review, when you've set yourself a habit and you've started tracking it, and you get to Sunday, we're just using the imaginary week, okay? You put in whatever's works for you. You get to Sunday, you're reviewing all your ticks, and like there's 2 ticks, and you're feeling pretty bad. You're feeling pretty down about it, and because ticks do create a dopamine response, like there's actually something chemically that goes on in your brain and in your body when you actually see one of those ticks, right? So here's the thing about this step, which what didn't go as planned and why. If you can answer why didn't it go? Why didn't I get a tick that day? Well, oh, it was too much before I even started. Like, it was too much water. So, what's really great about this step is that you get to say 8 cups is too much. So, the obvious next step is you need to make that less. And the great thing about digital trackers is that you can change it easily on there. Yeah, with a printable one, you may have to print it again. You may want to put all the ticks and everything that you've already got on there, reproduce it on a new sheet so that you don't lose any of that. Um, you may or may not. I would, because that's how I roll. But that's why I love digital trackers, right? Because you don't have to do any of that. You just change what your habit is. So, and you can make a note up the top with the date if you want. I was doing 8 cups. It's too much. I've reduced it to 4 cups a day. And then what's great is the following week you start tracking it again, and then you find you hit it 4 days out of the week instead of two. You get to the end of the week, you do the review. What did you accomplish? You accomplished 4 days where you got 4 glasses of water in. Awesome. Good job. Good job, you. What didn't go as planned? This next second question. I got 4 cups in 4 times. Maybe the goal is still a wee bit too high. What about reducing it to 3 cups of water for the following week? Because this isn't about achieving a goal that someone else has set for themselves somewhere far off in the distance, right? 8 cups of water, it is the ideal. Yes, it is. But how are you going to get there? If you are going to feel like a failure after a week achieving 2 cups of water, 8 cups of water on 2 days, wouldn't it be better to feel like you're getting somewhere if you drank 2 cups of water every day for 7 days? I mean, that already feels better to me. Like, and you will have 7 ticks across the 7 days as well, because you achieved a small enough goal from where you are, which is having the occasional glass of water on an occasional day, to having 2 glasses of water every day. That's quite the achievement. And it's something to feel good about, and your brain gets a dopamine hit, and all it makes your whole body feel good, right? I mean, it's a win-win situation. Why would you not do that? So the second part of the review there, what didn't go as planned and why, being able to be really honest with yourself, being able to pivot, be nimble in that space and go, okay, that's not working. I still want to drink water. I still need to increase, because the ultimate goal is just to drink more water than you're drinking, right? Doesn't have to be 8 cups. We think it does, but it doesn't have to be 8 cups. So, um, number 3, what's one tiny tweak to change next week? So I've sort of incorporated 2 and 3. Um, and then number 4, taking action, putting in your diary next week's review, so that you've got your digital tracker set up for next week. You've already set it up now. You're actually going to drink 4 cups of water a day or 2 cups of water a day next week. You've learned something massive about yourself. You're going to have more success because it's more achievable, but you didn't know that when you first started. So you've learned something along the way. The review itself has given you that information, and now you're scheduling it into next Sunday at, I don't know, 6 o'clock at night, because you do it with when you have your dinner. Because I talk about coupling, and when you pair your or double, whatever you want to call it, your habits together, when you piggyback them, that you're way more successful. The odds, the stats on achieving your habits, if you pair drinking water with having a meal. Now, I know that's technically not the best thing to do. Okay, so let's pair it with having a cup of coffee. That's a good idea, because coffee is a dehydrator, right? It dehydrates you. And it's a way of eliminating fluid. Coffee is, believe it or not. Um, so you might pair that habit with drink one, when you have a coffee, you drink a glass of water. And that could be, you'll have way more success because of the attachment. It's like an anchor. It's called an anchor when you attach a habit to something else that you already do, not something you're trying to get done, but something you already do. That's a powerful way to achieve your habits. Anyway, I've just, one of my favorite topics. I could just go on. But yes, you then take action and you schedule next week's at a time when you're going to feel like or have the brain space to do it, right? No, you don't schedule it at lunchtime when you always go out for lunch on Sundays. Like, you don't schedule it for then. You schedule it, you think ahead. When am I quiet? When am I in a reflective moment, or I'm more prone or susceptible to having a reflective moment? When would that be next Sunday? And you schedule it in your diary and you put an alarm on it, a nice, gentle, nice ringtone, something like 30 minutes before, then maybe a second one 10 minutes before, so that you can, achieve what you've set out to do. So the weekly review is really cool, really useful, absolutely will give you what you need. We have a weekly review template over in that digital life. Honestly, 2 minutes, I mean, maybe 5 the first time you do it, but it won't take you more than 2 minutes. 4 prompts on the page, it's not a lot. Reflect, refocus, reset, go again, right? And when you're in that digital life, you can pop into the community chat with me and ask any questions if you're not sure how it's working, or if you've got any sort of stumbling block. Low friction equals great results. That's what we want. And so that review template is very simple and just gets you where you need to go so that you can carry on achieving your habit. Let me pop over now. I will show you the weekly review and the other habit tracker templates over in that digital life. Here we go. So this is the vault. There's information all through here. There's Canva tutorial as well, because with the habit trackers, this is the habit tracker category. With the habit trackers, you actually, not the quick start guides, but with all the templates, you can, let me show you, you can click on this image here, and it will actually take you over to the template, and you can edit it yourself. Right now, I'm going to go back because that's not what I wanted to show you. I just want to show you the category of habit trackers. So this is it here. So you can see, let me just move that up. You can see these are the quick start guides, how to get started, 2-minute daily check-in, motivating reminders, troubleshooting habit tracking, and I'm going to do one on the weekly review, but at the moment that isn't in there at this second. And so also getting started, these two trackers here are very good. But for daily and weekly, which are very good summary habit trackers, and then this is the weekly review template that I was just talking to you about with those 4 prompts on a page. You, of course, have all the monthlies. They're the most popular. So there's more trackers. I obviously make more as I go along too. And there's one yearly tracker. I mean, there's a lot in the yearly tracker, obviously. There's 365 little stickers for you to tick off, little check boxes, right? So if I show you, that's what it looks like. So that's a lot, and that can suit some people. What I have found, though, is that most people like the monthly ones. So that is the Vault. It's got more, I think there's over 20 categories of, all the different templates and whatnot in there. Quick start guides. You can see that's a quick start guide there as well. All right. So just wanted to show you that habit tracking for the month of May, and there will be a few more videos coming out just so we can talk about habit tracking and how to succeed and achieve all of that. Awesome. All right. I will see you in the next one.